To all the Colonia Country Club members, this is Casey O'Reilly at Colonia Country Club. Today we're on the driving range and we have Brian Martin here. We have Nick Allen holding the camera. And what we're going to do today is we just gave Brian Martin some lesson help, and we're going to show you what he was doing wrong and what we corrected in his shoulder turn. So this could benefit a lot of members who want to feel the correct shoulder turn and the swing plane on the backswing. So Brian, go ahead and get in there. And what Brian was doing wrong when we first came out here was, he had a swing where he would turn right away to about here, and then instead of keep turning his chest, he would lift his arm straight up. And what was happening was he was getting very steep into the ball and hitting the ground and hitting some fat shots. So what we showed Mr. Martin was, sit up to the ball please. So the correction we made was, what we told him was to get the club on the correct swing plane and the correct shoulder turn was just turn his shirt buttons away from the ball all the way to the top and not worry about where his arms go. So Brian, demonstrate what he's thinking here is trying to get those shirt buttons to turn away from the golf ball and not worry about where his arms go in his backswing. Right, how was that contact?
Can't hit it better.
So you could see, probably in the video there, I'll do it again so we can show them. Again, if you want to make a proper shoulder turn and get the club at the top of the swing in a pretty good, powerful position, set up to the ball there, and you can see what Mr. Martin likes to do with his irons. I recommend everybody's, he likes to play all his irons from the middle of the stance, which is very good for mid-irons. So I would recommend that. And again, what we tried to get him to do here is turn his shirt buttons all the way to the top, not worrying about where his arms traveled. Just take it to the top and stop there. So you can see the shirt buttons are over here and the club is pointing right at his target line, right on plane. From there he could just release the club and turn through. So let's hit one more for him. Swing thought is turn the shirt buttons away from the ball all the way to the top. And you can hear that contact very crisp. There's no hint of hitting it fat, chunky like he was doing a few minutes ago.
As far as I can hit a 7-iron.
Oh,
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much.
Nicky, thank you.
So if you ever want to work on your iron swings or your contact with your irons and how to get a proper shoulder turn, again, like what we like to teach here, Nick and I, is to try to feel your torso, your shirt buttons turning away from the target. The target is that way, so if we just lift, or if we just kind of swing our arms in, we want to feel the core, which is the shirt buttons going that way. If you could get your back to the target and not worry about where the club goes, the club's going to go in a good position if you turn your shirt buttons away from the ball. And then just release it and turn through. So like I said, if you want to come take a lesson with Nick or I and show you what we do with Mr. Martin, we'd be glad to help you anytime. Thank you.